Hello friends, welcome to our channel Brain Alive. In this video, we will discuss base bias with collector and emitter feedbacks. This is the circuit diagram of this biasing circuit. We can observe in this circuit that negative feedback is provided at 2 points. One is from collector point and another is through this resistor RE. As this collector is connected through this RB to the base terminal, so a portion of collector voltage is coming into the input side. And this voltage drop across this R is coming on both the side, input side as well as on output side. So this is also providing negative feedback. Now we will analyze the circuit to find out the operating point, that is IB, IC and VC. Now we will derive equation for these variables. First we will derive equation for IB. For this we will apply KVL at the input side. This is VCC, positive VCC, and this is negative terminal, means ground terminal. So the loop equation for input side will be VCC equals to IC plus IB into RL plus IB into RB plus VB, voltage across this base and emitter, and I into RE. So this is the loop equation for input side. Here, as we know, IC plus IB is equals to IE. So we will put IE here. Now the equation will be this. Now we will take IE common from this term and this term. So the equation will be IE in brackets RL plus RE plus IB into RB plus VB. As we know, IE equals to IC plus IB. Now we will put in place of IC beta IB because these are equal. And now we will take IB common. So IE will be equals to beta plus 1 IB. Now we will put this term in place of IE here. Now the equation will be VCC equals to beta plus 1 IB RL plus RE plus IB into RB plus VBE. Now we will take IB common from this term and this term. So the equation will be IB in brackets beta plus 1 from this term, RL plus RE from this term. Both these are from this term, and plus RB plus VBE. Now we will rearrange this equation to find out IB. So we will take this term to this side. So VCC minus VBE. Now we will find out IB and take this term in the denominator. So IB equals to VCC minus VBE upon RB plus beta plus 1 RL plus RE. As we know, this beta is much greater than 1. So we can neglect 1 here. Now the equation becomes this. Now we will find out the value of or the equation for IC. As we know, IC equals to beta IB. Now we will put the value of IB here. So the value of IB we have derived earlier. We will put this value of IB here. So the equation for IC will be IC equals to beta VCC minus VB upon RB plus beta RL plus RE. Same value here. Now we will divide the numerator and denominator by beta. So after dividing this, we will get this equation. So we are having beta in denominator here. For a stable operating point, the value of IC must be independent of beta. So to make this IC independent of beta, RB must be much less than this beta. Now we will see how stabilization is achieved against temperature change. For this, we will again write loop equation for input side. So the loop equation for input side, VCC equals to IC plus IB into RL plus IB into RB plus VB plus IE into RE. So the loop equation is this. As we know, IC equals to beta IB. So we will put beta IB in place of IC. And the remaining equation is same. Now we will take IB common in this term. So the equation is IB beta plus 1 RL plus IB RB plus VBE plus IE into RE equals to VCC. We will take IB common from this term and this term. So IB into in brackets beta plus 1 RL plus RB equals to VCC minus VB minus IE into RE. Now we will find out IB by taking this term in the denominator. Now we can neglect VBE because this is very less than this VCC. So we can neglect this VBE. Now the equation for IB will be IB equals to VCC minus IE into RE upon beta plus 1 RL plus RB. Now as we know, IC equals to beta IB plus beta plus 1 ICBO, and this is the leakage current. Now we'll see how stabilization is achieved. As the temperature increases, this IBO means leakage current increases. As this increases, as this is directly proportional to this, so IC will also increase. As the IC increases, IE also increases because IE equals to IC plus IB. As this increases, this also increases. Now as this term increases, IE increases, IE into RE means voltage drop across RE increases. As this voltage drop is coming in this equation, as this term increases, this will decrease the numerator. So IB decreases. So the IB decreases. As this IB decreases, here we can see this, as this IB decreases, IC also decreases because they are directly proportional. In this way, stabilization against temperature is achieved in IC. So IC will almost remain constant. Now we will discuss advantages and disadvantages of this biasing circuit. Using RE means resistor in the emitter, the sensitivity of the circuit to beta is reduced, and this circuit provides feedback, DC feedback as well as AC feedback. But DC feedback through the resistor RE helps in stabilize the operating point. But at the same time, disadvantage is that along with the DC feedback, the circuit is also providing a AC feedback, and this AC feedback reduces the gain of the amplifier, and this is not desirable. But there is a remedy for this problem. We can apply a capacitor across this RE to make the circuit which can bypass the AC signals, and the negative feedback of AC signal will be reduced. I hope you will find it a good video for understanding this biasing circuit. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching the video.